Honey, do you remember when you made this?
Those video?
Yeah, this
oh,
video?
my first video.
Of our LDR?
Yes, a long distance relationship.
You know, I know it even says on there, I think it says 2014.
Ah, it was wrong. It was supposed to be 2015.
You know, but we're just trying to share a little bit of our LDR experience. We've been married 8 years now.
8 years
Actually,
now.
next month is 8 years.
Yep.
Next month is
Our
8 years.
anniversary, yep.
You know, we're just sharing our little LDR experience and how we went from that to 8 years of marriage. You know, would you think our marriage is pretty successful?
Oh, it is. It works.
It works. I mean, it works. You know, we haven't had a lot of ups and downs. Not really. There was a few bumps here and there.
The hardest part for the long distance relationship is, of course, you cannot see what you're doing every day. But because of the, you know, internet, the computers, the dating sites, something like that, so you guys can see each other, what you're doing in everyday life.
I think it's important that if you're in an LDR, that you communicate at least daily.
Daily.
You went from Batangas,
Bulacan.
to Antipolo.
And went home to Antipolo.
And I didn't know it was like an all-day travel thing. So I didn't hear from her for a whole day. And that was like within the first 2 weeks I think we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
and
chatting for 2 weeks. So
you basically said, "Well, I'm going someplace." You didn't even tell me where for the weekend.
yeah.
So I won't be able to message you. Well, I mean, what's the first thing you're gonna think?
So I work from Bulacan and I'm going home to Antipolo. So it's a long ride.
Yep.
Long travel.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, well, I don't know what she's doing on the weekend. She's not working. Oh, good Lord, what is she
Yeah.
doing? Oh, blah, blah.
No, he is the one who's paranoid,
Yeah.
not me.
Well, she got her phone stolen one time when she was sitting in the bus.
Sit in a bus in the, what you call that, ordinary bus.
And somebody
I was
snatched it.
sitting and they snatched my phone because I'm texting and here is the window. And I'm texting like that and then somebody snatched my phone.
And so then she doesn't have a
I
phone.
was just shocked. I'm looking for the snatchers running away.
Yeah, I remember you got your friend's phone or something?
Yeah. So when I get back to Bulacan, I asked my friend to borrow her phone just to message him that, yeah, sorry I didn't text him because they stole my phone.
Yeah.
Snatched my phone.
I said, oh, don't worry about it, honey. I'll buy you a new one.
There you go.
Been LDR for what, 6 months?
7 months.
7 months?
7 months of long distance relationship. He already tell me that he's gonna come to the Philippines and see me in person.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had to get a passport.
We got a passport.
And all that. And that was a long travel from way up in
Alaska.
Barrow, Alaska.
Alaska.
It was long travel. It was 24 hours. When I left, it was 24 hours. Straight up. It was a long time. Just getting from Barrow to Anchorage was like 6 hours.
We didn't expect this, even my family and relatives, even my boss in Bulacan, that he is coming in the Philippines to meet me.
Yeah, nobody. Oh, he's not going to come.
No, they didn't expect, even I.
Then I get there and then we didn't go. We didn't stay in Antipolo. I had planned a trip to Boracay.
Yeah, Boracay.
And we just met, so she was brave and took off with me to Boracay just by ourselves.
Yep.
No chaperones, nobody else, just me and her.
No, but when we pick you up in the airport, I have a chaperone, my brother's with me.
Yeah, your brother was there. Yeah, but I mean, that was only for a few hours.
Yeah.
And then we took off and went to Boracay for 3 days, 3 days. And then that's when we really got to know each other.
Of course, we need to know each other first.
Well, yeah, that's when we got to know each other.
Before you introduce him to your family.
Yeah.
If you really, I mean, you're really true to him now, I mean, sure already to him before you introduce him to your family.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when we got back. I met your family. Yeah, we had all of them.
I have a big family.
Yeah. man, that was overwhelming. You know, but I mean that all went great, and then we got engaged that time
Before he left.
Before I left, and I could only at the time when I was up there working in Barrow, I could only get away for like 8 days. Well, actually, it was like 10 days.
10 days.
I took, but it was 2 days travel. So I was really only there for like 8 days. So it was like get there, run around to Boracay, run back to Antipolo, meet the family, get engaged, then go home. And I was back home, you know, right after we got engaged, and then started planning the second trip.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we started doing the paperwork.
He did the paperwork first here in the United States.
And then you had to do yours.
He filed for a fiancé visa for me. And then after I think 2 to 3 months.
Oh no, it was like 4 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So after 4 months, they approved his petition, his fiancé visa. And then that is the time that immigration in the Philippines, they contact me that saying that they approve his petition for me as a fiancé visa. Then that's the time they asked me to process my documents, paperwork in the Philippines.
And that was a long process.
It is a long process.
That was
And
a long
by
time.
myself, oh my goodness. I did by myself. There is a bunch of paperwork, your medical,
What was
your
funny?
interview.
What was funny was when you got
Oh my God.
when they finally approved it all, and they gave you your visa to travel.
Oh yeah.
I was like, come on, let's go. I'm going to buy you a ticket right now.
Yeah.
And your mom said, no.
No.
And you were like, no, I don't want to travel by myself. You had never traveled that far before by yourself.
No, I'm still afraid. I'm afraid back then to travel by myself.
Yeah. So I hurried up and got a ticket and went back. And that time I went back for
A
2 weeks.
second time.
Yeah, the second time.
A second time he went back.
Yeah.
He went to the Philippines just to get me there.
It was 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That we spent. And then I don't even remember where we went to. I think we went to Eagle Point.
I think in Batangas.
Yeah, Eagle Point.
Eagle Point.
Yeah, Eagle Point. We were gonna go to
It's supposed to be in Palawan.
Palawan, but there was a terrorist.
Terrorist back then in Tawi-Tawi.
And I'm like, whoa, whatever. And she's like, no, we can't go there.
We can't go
Well,
there.
we can't go there. Cancel that.
Cancel.
So I canceled it. And we ended up going to Eagle Point, which was okay, but
That's good.
Palawan
That's
would have
good.
been better. But anyways, so then you came back. I took her up to Barrow, one of the coldest places in America,
Oh my God.
if not the coldest place. So you were excited. Now I can't wait to see snow.
Yep.
You saw more snow than what you were ready for.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And
I was shocked.
yeah, and it was super cold because it was wintertime, and it was dark all the time. There was no light.
Yeah, I think it's 6 months or 3 months dark all night.
3 months,
Dark, and
Yep.
then 3 months all day,
all light.
all light.
Yep.
I mean, it's hard for you to sleep when, even if 12 o'clock in the morning, matirik pa rin ang ulan.
Yeah, that sun's out. Woo.
The sun's out.
And you couldn't work because you didn't have your
I don't have
green
a
card yet.
green card yet.
So all she did was stay at home, and I went to work, and then
I was stuck.
she would get dressed and walk up to the store. Thank goodness we live pretty close, and it was like a 5-minute walk, but you about froze to death every time you went up there.
Yep.
She'd come up every day for lunch. We'd have lunch at the store, and then just by lucky, I got transferred down to here, and we moved down to here where we're at now, and then you got your visa, and then she started working, and then you started working at the store.
Not visa, it's my green card.
Green card, yeah, you got your green card, and you started working at the store as a cashier, and then
Cashier and
then
bookkeeper.
and then you went from that to
That's
working
my
at the bank.
first job here in the United States.
Then you started working at the bank,
I did the cashiering at the store, and then I do the bookkeeper.
and then you went to the bank.
And then after that, I mean, a year later, they
I mean, it was you.
Josie, my coworker,
Recruited you.
She recruited me to work at the bank.
Yeah.
There you go. Until now, I'm still working at the bank.
I mean, so that's kind of how we went from, from our LDR, to where we are now at our marriage. Like again, I think the biggest thing that we have is there's a couple things. One was trust.
Oh, the first thing is trust.
That was trust.
Make sure you
That
have
was trust.
each other because hey,
Yeah, you can't if you don't have trust. You won't have nothing.
no, it won't work.
And then the other thing
It
is,
won't work if there's no trust.
a lot of people think, well, you guys should have a lot in common. Well,
No.
we really don't.
We are super opposite to each
We're
other.
opposites.
Oh my god.
I mean, just take food.
Yeah.
I hate fat. She loves fat.
I love fat.
So she trims my fat and she eats my fat.
I eat it.
So that's-
no sayang.
sayang. We sayang it.
No sayang.
So, she's opposite.
No waste.
She's very religious. I'm not.
She's not.
She's
not.
very family oriented.
He's
I'm
not.
not. But I love her family though. Her family is great. I love your family. I mean, your family is awesome. But the biggest.
I have a lot of patience.
Oh, I have
and he's-
none. I have zero.
None.
I've gotten a little bit more over the 8 years, but not much. I'm hoping.
Easily get mad. I'm not.
Yeah, she's level, which is good. I mean, because when I'm mad, she brings me back down and calms me back down.
Calm
and
down.
sometimes I tell her, you should be mad about that.
Oh, there you go.
And then she does get mad about it. So we balance each other out.
Balance.
But I think what really makes us work is we both have a common goal.
Yeah.
Right? Our goal since 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Is to move back to the Philippines.
Move back in the Philippines.
To buy some property, build our own house. I've never owned a house. You've never had a house of your own.
No.
And that's something that we really had in common. Something we really wanted to, do together and strive together. And actually, that's going to be a reality.
Work together as a couple.
Yeah.
So we have a goal to work hard, save money,
Save.
and for our future, go
Yep.
back home in the Philippines.
Yep. And that's something that we've been focused on for years now.
Yes.
And then and to me, that's not the end of our dreams.
Journey. Dreams.
I mean, our dream, yeah, we want to we're going to build the house, we're going to have property, but then it's all the things that you're going to do after you get it. Your landscaping of the property, making it your own home, and then we have lots of plans to go travel.
Oh yeah. After we build our house.
Yeah, I mean, we
planning
want to go traveling.
Yeah,
there's a lot of places we want to go see.
We're already old.
Well, I'm old. You're not that old.
I'm already old.
Yeah, but so.
We need to enjoy our life while we can.
And I think just another thing to go back to the LDR for the foreign guys. My advice to any foreign guy, American or otherwise, that's really thinking about getting into a relationship with a Filipina is you have to come to terms with and accept that you're not just marrying her, you're marrying the family.
Oh, God.
Okay?
Our culture.
That's it. And I knew it because I watched a lot of videos on relationships with Filipinos, and I knew that was part of the package. And I accepted that part of the package, and I had agreed, and we had talked about it in depth of what kind of support we were going to provide.
Yeah, before he goes in the Philippines, before we got married, I already told him that I have a big responsibility with my family. And
I said, fine. I was like,
and he agreed
the amount that I had originally said that I was going to provide while you weren't working.
Yeah.
She was like, that was too much. So
yeah,
it was that thing that I already knew it. And if you can't come to terms with that part of a relationship with somebody from the Philippines, then just don't do it, because that's huge. It's just part of it. It will always be part of your Philippines wife's responsibilities is the family. Sending her daughter to college, taking care of her mom and stepdad. Her brother pretty much basically takes care of himself.
Take care of himself.
But I mean, that's it. That's part of it. And I'm perfectly fine with it, and I actually look forward to it. I can't wait to see Eliza go to college.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to have your family up there with us living.
It's not when you say support your family. No, it's not. It's just like 100%, right? So for my family, I will just give maybe 30%, and the rest is our own family.
Well, that's up to
Just
that's
set
up to the
aside.
that's up to an individual.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how much support you give to your family. I know from experience that we've had with some of your relatives and stuff that, you know, then it's all of a sudden it's expected, and they expect it, and they want more and more and more.
You are the one, the Filipinos, the one to control that.
Yeah. So even you got to a point where you're like, you know, hey,
Hey, that's enough.
That's it.
That's it.
And that was super proud and super happy that I didn't even really say it. That you just,
But I did.
she just decided.
Yeah, because we have our own family already.
Yeah. You know, and we're trying to meet our goals. We're trying to provide
We
for
have,
the immediate family,
yes.
not nieces, nephews, cousins, and third sisters and all. I mean, we're just not. We're not going down 6, 7 generations of people to.
It's not that
do
you
it.
cannot help them, but help them
Excuse me.
if you have. But if you don't have, then no.
Yeah.
But make sure your priority is your family.
Right.
Your family, our family.
Right.
That's the priority.
Right. And that's, again, that's something with that, you know, we've worked on. It was a thing, a little thing, not much. It was not a big
Before,
thing.
back then, our first marriage, we are having a hard time to adjust each other because different culture, right?
Yeah.
So now, easy.
Yeah,
easy,
now it's-
easy. He
yeah.
understand and I understand. The adjustment is give and take like
Yeah.
that. So
So, like, again,
It's
that's
not
what I say
hard.
about, you know, foreigners. If you can't come to terms with that and you have problems, you know, because for us Americans, it's not an everyday thing that we take care of our parents. Here, they take care of themselves. They've set themselves up
Yeah.
with retirements or
Yeah.
401ks
Yeah.
or they have pensions. So they don't look to the kids
Kids.
to provide any kind of support, financial support. You know, emotional support is different, but financial support, no, it's just not done that way. So, you know, it's a big adjustment for Americans to understand that
Understand.
that's it. That's part of it, and it's going to be part of it for the rest of your life. Really,
right.
it always is. So again, if you can't accept that and be happy with it. I mean, because I'm happy with it. I really am. I'm happy to help the family any way we can. The immediate family, of course. I'm happy with it. I enjoy it. I like seeing them do well. We built a little house for your mom. You know, that was one of the things that I said, hey, you know, we need to do that and get them their own house, which was nice. I mean, I like it there. We stay there when we go.
Yeah. We save a lot. I mean, save so that we can build a house
Yeah.
for my mom.
Yeah.
So
And
we work together
yeah. So that's
because we have a goal
the
That's the
key.
plan.
If you guys don't have the same goals in life,
and you don't understand each other.
yeah, you're gonna have a rough
It
time.
doesn't. It won't work.
But you know, for us, thank goodness, 8 years later, you know, I mean, I think I'm as happy as I've ever been.
See, me too.
You know, so we hope this helped everybody, or somebody, or if it helps one person, then it was all
Very
worth
good.
it. You know, and thanks for joining us today. And you guys have a great day. Bye now.